I'm going to do a story on here today. If you have any game requests on how to play certain games or you want to watch me play certain games on here that are free, then let me know and I'll try them out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you would like me to play next. I think this is going to be the first story because sometimes it starts out with the story. Be quiet. 129%. What the hell?
And Molly, there's a soda in here. We can split, you know? Okay, this guy ain't getting shit.
We'll do that one.
Nope. Because I'm not.
I'm recording.
Hi, recording. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, look how yummy this looks. Mine.
And I'll be reading the story out loud so, you don't just see me scrolling through.
Oh my food.
USA Today best-selling author of The Penthouse Prince, Virginia likes knights and rusted and dinged-up armor, heroes that snarl instead of croon, and heroines who can't remember to say the right thing even with an author writing their dialogue. MFA in writing and the Stanton Hills University Bachelor in English from Kent State University, Virginia Nelson. I don't know if that was important, so I read it. Choose my look. Okie dokie. I'm gonna choose my look. Oh wait, I have to scroll, I guess. I don't get to pick, I guess. I don't know. What is going on? Okay. Ew. See. Choose this one. Oh, okay. I'll choose this one. Choose hairstyle. Okay. I like that one. Here's a tip. You'll be able to customize your look again in Chapter 3. Keep reading to unlock new styles. I'm only going to read one chapter. My look is great, I guess, because you can't choose nothing really. What should my name be? I'm going to put Molly. Molly. Because that's what my name is on YouTube. I'm wearing something. I guess I get to change her, sophisticated, fun and flirty. Let's put fun and flirty. Don't freak out, Molly. Don't freak out. You sit at your desk where you work in the call center of the city's biggest investment corporation. All around you, other employees are taking calls, but you stare at your monitor frozen. Okay, I'm definitely freaking out. I can't afford to lose this job. Maybe Derek didn't see me. If he doesn't know that I know, then Molly. Your boss, Derek, appears at your cubicle wall. He doesn't look happy. Maybe because 20 minutes ago, I caught him having sex with his supervisor in the copy room. And he's exactly the sort of jerk who would fire me in order to save his own butt from the HR scandal. I'll, be polite and professional, pretend to be busy, or ignore him. I want to be polite and professional. Let's see what happens. Hi there, Derek. What can I do for you? You force your voice to be pleasant and nonchalant. Molly, I need to see you in my office as soon as your shift is over. Your stomach bottoms out with dread. Aw, crap, I don't like the sound of that. I'm sorry, Derek, but I have to pick Casey up from daycare right after work. It's important. We need to discuss your future with this company. Without another word, Derek leaves for his office. His obvious threat hanging in the air behind him. You yank off your headset, heat blooming over your face. I'm taking a bathroom break. You say it to no one in particular, stumbling from your desk until you reach the women's bathroom. Oh no. You brace against the sink and force yourself to breathe deeply. He wants to fire me? I'll beat him to the punch. I'll report him to HR. This is important. I could file a complaint to the HR, but that might take days to process, and Derek is probably expecting it. What if he's already filed his own report that will brand me as a liar? But what if I jump a few rungs up the chain of command straight to the top? The one person who could override protocol and make sure Derek gets what he deserves is the CEO himself, right? You pull out your phone and check your work email. Sure enough, in the department memo Derek sent on Monday, he warned that the big boss would be in the office all week. Camden and James, whom the press has dubbed the Penthouse Prince. Penthouse because he's notorious for living in the spacious suite right above his own office building. And Prince because not only was he born into wealth, he's aloof, cold, and has a face that begs for minted onto a coin. You stare at your reflection in the restroom mirror. With luck, I can convince this prince to save my job. Whew. You stride from the bathroom to the bank of company elevators, only to realize, shoot, I'm just a call center girl. I don't have clearance for the top floors. How am I going to get up there? I should pretend to be catering, you know. You pull out your phone and dial the number for the top floor's receptionist. James Corporation, how may I help you? Hello, this is Swenson Catering Company. You know that Swenson often provides service for the company because you field some of their calls. I have a catering request for a meeting on the top floor this afternoon. I'm at the elevators now. To your relief, the receptionist doesn't ask any questions. Please use elevator 5. Clearance has been granted. Yay! You hang up just as elevator 5 pings open and you hurry in. The top floor button is already lit, and you join a group of banker-looking types. Oh my gosh. I knew this week was going to be hell, but if I have to stay late one more night, I'm going to mutiny. You're telling me. It's like Mr. James thinks just because he doesn't have a wife and kids to go home to, the rest of us don't either. Let's just hope he's in a good mood for this meeting. You pretend to not listen, smoothing your tousled hair in the polished steel of the elevator's interior. Wow, Cameron James sounds even scarier in person. What did I get myself into, or how will I talk to him if he's in a meeting? What did I get myself into? This idea seems more idiotic by the second, but what do I have to lose? You sit at the back of the elevator adjusting your clothes as if you can make them look less like they came from a clearance bin. He's probably even worse in person. Everyone always talks about what a genius he is, even Derek. A few months ago, Camden was listed in GQ as one of the sharpest entrepreneurs of his generation. You reach the top floor, and the doors push open. Oh, well, too late to back out now. The bankers stride out without a pause, and you hurry to keep up. Just act like you belong, like you're one of them. If I get too close, they'll wonder who I am, but too far, and the receptionists won't think I'm a part of their group. You trail slightly behind and watch them disappear into the boardroom. You tug the door open a few seconds later and slip inside. I made it. Now I just have to find. Uh-oh. Ooh, I get to choose what he looks like. He was just cuter. We gotta choose a hot guy. And this one's the hottest. Oh my gosh. Cameron James is easy to spot. His face is familiar since he's graced more tabloids than the British royal family lately. But it's more than that. Standing at one side of the long table, he commands the attention of the room. Everything around him moves when he moves, as if affected by his gravity. And he's looking right at me. ... His brows are furrowed with confusion, as if trying to figure out why you're here. God, crap, of course he noticed me. And of course he's the kind of boss who knows who should and shouldn't be in his meetings. I should be confident and meet his eyes. Come on, Molly, meet him square in the eyes and say that you came here to say. You take a deep breath and force your chin up. You take it in his face and can't help but notice that he looks tired. He looks exhausted, like a man worn down to his last thread. The concern that pricks your chest is involuntary. It's the same gut instinct you feel when little Casey has a bad dream or cries when you leave for work. The words are out of your mouth before you can think to stop them. Have you been getting enough sleep? Are you okay? You seem exhausted. Are you okay? You seem exhausted. The silence that falls over the room is deafening. Camden James blinks in surprise. Oh God, why did I say that? What kind of employee says that to their boss, for that matter? What kind of person says that to a stranger? But then right in front of the other executives, Camden answers as if you're not strangers at all. I'm fine, darling. It's just been a long week. How was your flight? He comes around the table and to your utter shock, places a hand on your lower back and kisses your cheek. His lips come close enough to your ear that you can feel his warm breath. Play along, I'll make it worth it. Oh my God. Breathless shock twines with confusion as you stare at him. Play along? Play along with what exactly? You look around to find almost a dozen people staring at you, waiting for your reaction. Oh my God. Maybe he wants out of this meeting? That's fine. If I do him a favor, he'll be more inclined to help me with mine, right? Darling. Oh my God, it's not true. I'm gonna go along with it. You lean into his chest, his broad, well-muscled chest. Damn. The flight was long, honestly. That's why I look a bit, you know. You wave a hand at yourself, laughing. Obviously, if I'm dating Camden James, I'm usually more polished and put together. The other bankers in the room smile uncertainly at you. Camden coughs and gestures a gray-haired man who rises from the table to glare at you. Camden, what is the meaning of this? Dad, I've not gotten the chance to introduce you to my fiancé. Wait, did he just say fiancé? Oh. Shake his father's hand, covering up your surprise. You hold out a hand to Camden's father. Mr. James in the flesh, it's such an honor to finally meet you. I can see where Cam gets his good looks. Mr. James softens a little at that. He shakes your hand, though almost like it's against his will. He moves his glare from you to his son. Camden, I'd like a word. I apologize, but her flight just came in, so if you'll excuse us, we'll reschedule this meeting and finish up then. With a hand on your waist, Camden steers you from the room and into his office. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Whew. He turns to face you, and the exhaustion you noticed earlier is magnified tenfold. We need to talk. Yeah, we do. So I actually work for you, and perfect. How do you feel about a substantial raise, a new title, and a list of responsibilities to go with them? Oh my gosh, but you don't even know why I'm here. It doesn't really matter why you're here. You were in the right place at the right time and therefore uniquely qualified for the position. Sir, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'm here about Derek Morrison down the call center. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. He slides behind his desk and begins typing on his computer. Your name is Molly, right? Molly Long? Yes, actually, how do you know that? I know all of my employees' names and what they do in my company. I have a photographic memory. He doesn't look at you as he says this, just continues typing. Instead of feeling comforting, this fact makes you feel even more uneasy. Listen, I think we'd better start over. I'm sorry I snuck up here with your no clearance or appointment, but it's vital we discuss my boss, Derek. Aside from some really ethically questionable relationship decisions, he also skimming money. I'll fire him. Now let's move on to your new position. Mr. James, you fired Derek just like that? You're not going to fire me? Obviously not. I'm promoting you. But you don't even know if I'm telling the truth about Derek. I'm trying to get you to focus on the task at hand. How does 1,000 a day sound? 1,000 for what? You blush as a new thought occurs to you. It couldn't possibly mean, but he did introduce me as his. You shake your head, forcing your voice past you and your suddenly dry throat. Sir, I work in the call center. I'm not a prostitute. I don't need a prostitute. I need a wife. Somehow that's even worse. You stare at him. Sure you heard incorrectly. Not even in my wildest dreams did I imagine the most eligible bachelor in America proposing to me. Um, let's see. You need a wife? Well, a fake one to replace my real fiance, who is shagging some actor in Cannes as we speak. Oh my god. With a final click of his mouse, he pushes back from his computer. Several pages spit out from the nearby printer and he snatches them up. I wrote up a pretty standard gag order that benefits you'll receive and my expectations of the role you'll fulfill. The duration of this position is hard to determine, but I'll ensure you're financially compensated for the inconvenience. He sets the papers down on the desk in front of you, gesturing with a pen. Sign here, initial each page. Is he being serious right now? He has his pick of gorgeous, successful women. Did he pick me because I happened to walk in at the right time? Or because he chose me specifically? You meet Camden's confident, expectant gaze. I should ask him if he thinks I'm stupid, or I don't even have nothing else, so I have to ask if he thinks I'm stupid. Do you think I'm an idiot? You can't be serious about this. I'd consider you foolish if you turned down this job. He gestures to your left hand. As far as I can determine, you're single and in financial need. After all, what kind of person would barge into a board meeting unless they were in a desperate situation? He taps the contract in front of you with one finger. I'm offering you a beneficial arrangement, money, a new wardrobe, a car. Sign the papers and get the job. It's really that simple. What have you got to lose? You shake your head, torn with indecision. You're rushing me. I want to know why. He runs a hand through his hair, blowing out a breath. My father came for a visit, and he has rather old-fashioned views. He still owns a large portion of shares in this company. He's threatened to make things uncomfortable for me if I don't settle down and get married. Well, what will getting married do? It will make me respectable. It will keep the tabloids away. He detests that nickname, the Penthouse Prince. He hates the bachelorhood and is branded into my image. And well, to be perfectly transparent, He wants to make sure our family legacy doesn't die with me. I'm only his son. Your cheek turns a healthy shade of pink. Well, I wouldn't be helping you with that little problem. I know. I put that in page 3. No sex, minimal physical contact, and only when it's needed to reinforce the illusion. He can't help it. Your eyes track over his lean figure inside a well-tailored suit. No private physical contact, ever? To your mortification, Camden notices your expectation. Instead of laughing in your face, he returns the gesture. His gaze trails over the form of your body, leaving heat in its wake. What if I change my mind later? What if I want my mind to be changed? Great, no contact sounds good. He raises a knowing brow at you. You don't have to sound quite so relieved about it. Sorry. He extends the pen to you once more. Anyway, after I'm married, my father will hand over his shares, making me the controlling shareholder. I don't need to know you. We're not really getting engaged. It's fake. I need a woman, and I'm offering you money to be that woman. Do I really want to be Camden James' fiance, even if it isn't real? The money is certainly appealing. Security, being in the black for the first time, a glittering possibility. Sir, what if he frowns as if the question takes him by surprise? Do you think that will happen? I think that if we do this, we're going to be spending a lot of time together. And if we do have to sometimes kiss and be affectionate in public, the lines might get blurry. More to the point, I might get swept up by the idea of being Mrs. James for real. Camden considers your question seriously for a moment, then shakes his head. I'm not worried about it. I've never been in love, even when I'm trying to be. Have you? No. Well then, it would be even more unlikely now, don't you think? Are we doing this or not? Well, do I have a choice? Of course you do. But I promise you, this is the far easier one. He has a point. Okay, I'll do it. Camden hands you the contract. He hands the contract to you with a grim smile. Here and here. He points and you scribble your signature in each spot. Done. So when do I start? Someone bangs on Camden's office door. Camden, you have a lot of explaining to do. And the next instant, Mr. Jim bursts into the room, but Camden's eyes don't budge from yours. You start right now, Molly. It's over! I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I will be doing more later on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you liked this. I don't want it. Okay, thanks for reading. Okay, thank you guys so much.